Hello everyone. I am Meghana PS working as an assistant professor in commerce, Government First Aid College, Baramsagara. Today I am discussing about the topic banking system in India, which is in the module 2 of financial markets and services. The module name is banking system. In this session I am discussing about banking system in India, the concept and origin of banks. The objective of this session is to know the concept and origin of banking system in India, and by the end of this session you are able to explain the concept of bank and trace the origin of banks. Let's have an introduction about the banking system. Finance is the lifeblood of any economy and the bank is heart of it because it is the institution which circulates the finance in the economy. For the development of a company or it may be an economy of a country, for both there is a need of finance. So finance act as a lifeblood of the economy. For our body, how the blood is very important, in the same manner for the development of an economy, finance is vital. And bank is acting as an heart of the economy. In our human body system, how the heart circulates the blood, in the same manner in the economic system, the bank which circulates the finance. That's why it is called as an heart of the economy. The word bank has been derived from the Italian word banco, which means a heap or a mound, or it is derived from a French word bank, which means a bench or a table where the money has been exchanged. Means the bank is derived from the two languages. One is Italian language, the word is banco, and in the French it is called as bank. So in the French, the bank which means a bench or a table where the money has been exchanged. Let's see the meaning of bank. A bank is a financial institution licensed to receive deposits and make loans, which means bank means it is one of financial institution which deals with financial transactions, and licensed means which is authorized to receive deposits from the public, means they receive money from the public as a deposit, and through the deposited money they provide loans for the needy people. And one more meaning is a bank is a financial institution that accept deposits from the public and channelize it into lending activities, either directly by loaning or indirectly through capital markets. Here also bank is stated as financial institution, which means which deals with finance, that is money, which accepts deposits from the public, means the public are going to save money from their income. The saved money is going to deposit it, and these deposits are accepted by the bank, and these deposits are mobilized or channelized into lending activities. Lending in the sense credit giving. Okay, they provide credit to the people or who are in need. So they channelize the deposits to the lending activity, either directly by loaning, either they directly provide loans or credit to the public or the companies directly, or indirectly through capital markets. How indirectly through capital markets means the banks are going to invest the deposited money in the shares or securities of the company. So by investing that, the companies are going to get the funds for their productive investment. So they can provide directly the loan, or they are going to invest this money into capital markets. So finally, bank act as an intermediary or connecting link between the people who are in deficit of finance and the people who are in surplus in finance, which means that the people who saves money, means saving means when they have a surplus income they are going to save the money. So those people are connected, means how they connected means they are going to deposit their money savings in the bank, and the people who are deficit, which means the people who are in need of money, they are going to get loans from the bank through the use of deposits received by the bank. So it is act as an intermediary between the people who are in need as well as people who are in surplus. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರವಾನಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಪರವಾನಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಠೇವಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬಹುದು. ಯಾರಿಂದ? ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಂದ ಠೇವಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ ಆ ಠೇವಣಿ ಹಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಹಣಕಾಸು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. According to Professor Kinley, a bank is an establishment, means which is established, which makes to individuals such advances of money as may be required. Means bank provides, lends or advances money to the people who are in need, and safely made. Means the advances are provided in by taking all the precautionary measures, and to which individuals entrust money when it required by them for use. Means they are going to provide the money back to the people who are entrusted with the bank of their savings. The people who saved their money, they are going to deposit in the bank, and the bank will provide guarantee that when they require, they are going to provide their money back. So within that period, before they are going to ask, that amount is used to lend the money to the people who are in need. The one more definition goes like this. According to section 5 subsection 1 of Indian Banking Companies Act of 1949, states that banking company is one which transacts the business of banking. Means the banking company means the companies which deals with banking business. What banking means, which means the accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits money from the public. Means they are going to accept the money from the public as a deposit for the reason that is the purpose of accepting the deposit is to lend money, means to provide loans to the people, or to invest that, or they are going to invest, that is indirectly they are going to invest in a capital market, right? So they are going to invest in capital markets or any other securities from the public, and repayable on demand. When they are going to repay this deposited money means when it is demanded by the depositor. When the depositor of that money demands their money back, at that time they are going to repay the deposits, or otherwise, and withdrawal by check, draft, order, or otherwise. Means they can demand the money or they can withdraw the money by using some banking instruments like check. By issuing a check, they can draw the money, or draft, that is demand draft. By demand draft also they can get the money, or through pay order. So by using these instruments also they can get their money back. Origin of banking in India. Modern banking in India originated in the last decade of the 18th century. Among the first banks were the Bank of Hindustan, which was established in 1770. Means the first bank in India is the Bank of Hindustan, which was established in the year 1770, but it is liquidated in 1829 to 32. Means it is not more operative. And the next bank was the General Bank of India, which is established in the year 1786, but it is also failed in 1791. So both the banks were not operative presently. During the British rule, the East India Company established the three banks, namely the Bank of Calcutta in mid-June of 1806. It was renamed as the Bank of Bengal in 1809. And the second bank is the Bank of Bombay in the year 1840. And the third bank is the Bank of Madras in 1843. All the three banks were established by the East India Company under the British rule. And these three banks were called as presidential banks. Later, the three banks, that is where we call as the presidential banks, were merged in 1921 to form as an Imperial Bank of India, which upon after India's independence, this Imperial Bank of India became the State Bank of India, SBI, in the year 1955. The Reserve Bank of India was established in 1935, which is we call as Central Bank of India, or apex institution for the banks is RBI, Reserve Bank of India, which is established in 1935 under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. In 1960, the State Banks of India was given control of 8 state associated banks under the State Bank of India Subsidiary Banks Act 1959. We know that SBI has its associates. In 1960, the SBI given 8 associated banks for it. In 1969, the Indian government nationalized 14 major private banks, and in 1980, 6 more private banks were nationalized. So we know that nationalization of banks were happened in 1969, where the 14 major private banks were nationalized and they called as in nationalized banks, and in 1980 again 6 more private banks are nationalized. Presently, there are 12 nationalized public sector banks in India. In this session, we discussed about banking system, the meaning of bank and definitions of bank, and origin of bank in India. As we know, the finance is the lifeblood of an economy and bank will be the heart of it, which circulates the finance in the economy. And bank is called as a financial institution which is authorized to accept, deposit and lend money. The first Bank of India is the Bank of Hindustan, was established in 1770, which is no more operative in India. The RBI was established in 1935 and SBI was formed in 1955. There are 14 major private banks were nationalized in 1969 and 6 more private banks are nationalized in 1980. Currently, we have 12 nationalized public sector banks. These are the references which is useful for your further readings. I hope you understood the concept of banking system in India. Thank you for watching.